The year 2018 witnessed Netflix release one of its best short animes ever when Go Nagai's manga series Devilman witnessed a remake with Devilman Crybaby. The story introduces us to the protagonist, Akira Fudo, who is made to get possessed by a demon named Amon, and on suppressing the demon and gaining control over it, Akira becomes the titular Devilman. Of course, gaining the abilities of a demon alters and affects the anatomy of the protagonist in many ways, be it for combat or for external appearance. Akira experiences several changes overnight as how he looks, how he moves, how he walks, talks, and everything else changes. The only thing that remains the same is his tendency to always cry due to his empathic nature, hence the name Devilman Crybaby. So, in today's video, let us discuss the alterations experienced by Akira, his powers as the Devilman, and how he's a class above the rest of his kind. Akira, becoming a devil, a wild party that pumps up a skinny boy. Akira is introduced as a scrawny teenage boy who participates in his school's track and field. The issue is, he isn't very good at it and is always lagging behind the others, especially in comparison to Miki, whose family has taken in Akira since his doctor parents are too busy to live in Japan. He's not very tall, built, big, or physically attractive. Definitely not the type who draws in the ladies. He's not blessed in the department of strength either. The first episode of the show makes Akira's weaknesses in the face of his peers very apparent. His happy-go-lucky personality does little to take away from it. In the episode, we see Miki split from Akira while returning from school and heads to the docks, where she's quickly met by a ragtag hip-hop group. One of the guys from the group, Wamu, has a thing for Miki, and they end up annoying her. It's a given that these guys can fight, which becomes more evident when Akira comes to help Miki out, claiming to be a mermaid as he was arriving in a small ferry-like boat at the dock. If Akira fought the other guys, he would have been done for, but fortunately for him, his childhood friend Ryo arrived at the scene of the action in his extravagant and flamboyant sports car and pulled out his machine gun to shoot holes in the dock, scaring the bullies away. Reunited, Akira and Ryo head out together as Ryo tells Akira of his colleague, Professor Ficcola, who had been possessed by a demon. For the sake of his research on demons, Ryo takes Akira to an underground drug party called Sabbath, which is allegedly a spot where demons arrive due to the scale of unholy and sinful activities taking place. However, Ryo is way too eager for the demons and believes the party is way too tame, as demons are attracted to blood, so he cracks a bottle of liquor and uses it to slash through people, causing a tremendous amount of bloodshed. An innocent Akira is shocked at the sight. As the bloodshed increases, Ryo's plan ends up working out as the people of the party who had been possessed by demons already begin to transform and cause large-scale carnage at the Sabbath party. Demons begin to merge with the bodies of some of the guests while Ryo tries to get the legendary demon Amon to emerge and fuse with Akira's body. Amidst the chaos, some of the demons attack Ryo and pin him down, leaving Akira no choice but to attempt to rescue his childhood friend. Akira knows he will lose because not only is he weak, but he simply can't fight demons, but right at the nick of time, he merged with Amon, turning into a human-demon hybrid in the process, and he takes out all of the demons and many of the people who were present at the scene. During Akira's easy battles against the other demons at Sabbath, Ryo noticed how Akira, merged with Amon, might be the strongest and most ruthless demon that's been created. In this new demon form known as Devilman, Akira becomes almost 3 meters tall, which is a big upgrade from his original 5'8" stature. He's obviously a lot more muscular in this form as well. Akira grows a huge pair of wings while his hair turns into a structure with small bat-like wings on each side. He also gets 2 horns and a tail with an arrow for the tip. Meanwhile, his lower body is seen growing dark hair, giving his form a bluish-gray appearance. Overtly, Akira is Amon, or a Devilman, and has the stereotypical appearance of the devil from cartoons, at least to an extent. This form is obviously quite powerful, but on reverting back into a human, Akira doesn't return to his original body. Instead, he has a new body, an athletic one that's over 6 feet tall, with an attractive face and black markings around the eyes. When he returns to school, he's shown to be a lot stronger and faster, with him beating his peers in a race during the track and field practice, when previously it seemed like he would never win. His new, more conventionally attractive appearance also ends up gathering a flock of younger schoolgirls who previously believed that Akira was quite unremarkable, but were now enamored by his transformed, post-Amon version. Previously weaker, the new Akira could pull doors right off their hinges, eat masses of food that could feed a village, and outrun the other runners at his school. In fact, during one particular sprint, he intentionally slows down towards the end of the line to not make his change obvious. As a demon, his running style is a bit different, with Akira lowering his body forward and opting for a more animalistic manner of sprinting, while sticking to bipedal movements. With respect to his strength, an altercation with the hip-hop ground at the docks leads to Akira beating them all with ease, that too with only one hand. Even among the demons, Akira is a cut above the rest, as Amon is a legendary figure who's stronger than the other demons, which is why Akira finds it easy to beat other demons in a duel. Turning into a demon-like being also aggravates Akira's carnal desire and sex drive, alongside giving him a more straightforward personality, to the point that he uses the school's projector room to watch adult videos. He also experiences extreme sexual frustration and has to stay away from Miki for the sake of that. To relieve himself, he goes to what seems to be a red light district, and while such behavior isn't unnatural, he's seen salivating profusely and in extreme physical anguish due to his demonic urges. As it stands, lust and gluttony are 2 of the 7 cardinal sins as per Christianity, so it only makes sense for the self-proclaimed Devilman to be extremely lustful and gluttonous. For this reason, Ryo asks Akira to get his necessary replenishment from his place, as he now has a body that needs way more food, specifically meat, than before. How is Akira different from other demons? From the time we're introduced to Akira, we learn that he has an exceptionally pure heart. He's kind, empathetic, and helpful. His early flashbacks with Ryo show Akira desperate to save the life of a dying cat and crying after its passing, helping out Ryo and extending his empathy to the emotionally inexpressive Ryo. As a teen, he still retains his pure and soft heart, often crying when he hears about another person having cried. Overall, Akira has a heart that stands for everything good, unlike what you'd expect a demon to have. So, at the Sabbath party, when Amon possesses Akira, instead of the demon taking complete control over him, Akira's pure and kind nature helped him trap the demon instead of falling prey to its control. This allowed Akira to retain his humanity and conscience while being able to utilize and control the powers of Amon. Not only is this feat impressive because almost everyone else seems to have fallen victim to the demonic possession if and when possessed, but also because the demon Akira had brought under his control was none other than Amon, who was leaps and bounds ahead of the others in strength and status. Due to experiencing a fusion of both humanity and devilhood, Akira adopts the moniker of Devilman, taking inspiration from the 70s anime of the same name, which Miki's younger brother is seen watching on TV from time to time. As Devilman, Akira can control his powers to a great extent, transforming from human to demon when necessary, acquiring a partial transformation for most battles, and even causing huge bat-like wings to burst out of his back as per his desire. For the longest time, he's the only human who can become a Devilman. Eventually, he manages to convince the track and field star Koda when he goes on a rampage during a broadcasted sprint that the human in him can win over the demon within him. Akira appeals to Koda's heart, knowing that deep down Koda still has his humanity. While Akira is oblivious to the exact events of Koda's life, his hunch isn't false, as he is often seen having flashbacks and crying over the death of his friend and lover Junichi following the Sabbath party. Due to Akira's appeals and Koda's strong love for Junichi, he is able to become a Devilman as well. Eventually, the existence of other Devilmen was revealed. As we've already established, Amon is stronger than the other demons. He killed the likes of Jinmen and Gelmer, both being powerful demons, without much hassle. He also survived Celine's attack as she flew him to the moon while they were having intercourse. Some of his other great feats are ripping out and crushing a demon's heart, tearing the powerful demon Xenon in half, stopping Koda in his bovine demon form with his bare hands, and trading blows with Satan himself. In fact, where Devilman Akira and Satan Ryo fought, a massive shockwave was generated that shook the oceans and made their movements visible in space. His punch also sent Satan through kilometers of thick ice. When it comes to durability, it's not as if a demon isn't weak to human weapons. It's just that as a demon, the Devilman, be it Akira or anyone else, has a countermove ready in the blink of an eye. Versus Celine, he even lost an arm. Akira can also be seen lighting his body on fire when in the midst of intense combat. The demonic body heals much faster and, as seen, can regenerate lost body parts. However, additional biological matter is needed for regeneration. Visual symbolism of Akira and Ryo. The contrast in their designs. One of the most interesting things about Akira's anatomy is in the very intentional design and how it contrasts in comparison to that of Ryo's. Ryo is a blonde with light eyes. He has a very pure appearance, and in conventional media, such designs are used to portray purity for both men and women. Angels are denoted using lighter coloration, and the antagonists, demons and the like, are portrayed with darker coloration. Similarly, as the Devilman, Akira has a very dark coloration with his dark outfit, dark hair, and dark eyes. His facial design is also sharper, unlike Ryo's more neonous, childish face. However, to give Akira the design of the antagonist while giving Ryo the design of a pure angel is 100% intentional. Akira, in personality, fits Ryo Ryo's design, as he has a kind heart. Meanwhile, Ryo, as Satan, and as someone who doesn't value human life, is conventionally considered unkind. But when we see Ryo in all of his glory transformed into Satan, he looks just like you'd expect an angel to look, while the Devilman design falls in line with the conventional portrayal of the devil. This is because Satan was once an angel who was also considered to be the most beautiful angel in heaven before being cast down into hell. Satan lures you in with his beauty. Contrary to popular belief, angels are actually not beautiful or cute, as biblically accurate angels tend to be quite creepy in appearance. The creation of this mutual contrast between the design and personality of Akira and Ryo overall becomes an interesting factor in the story and helps in keeping Ryo's truth about being Satan under wraps, as the viewers don't suspect him that much. The dark coloration of Akira's takes the spotlight away from Ryo, keeping the mystery under wraps. Marvelous verdict! The reason why Akira's anatomy is such an important factor in the story of Devilman Crybaby is because it lays down the basis for his activities and status as the new Devilman. The demon reflects on his face, but his heart is what creates the unique situation that allows a crybaby boy to subdue one of the most legendary demons and warriors of its verse. With that, today's video comes to an end. What did you think? Let us know your thoughts about Devilman in the comments down below, and until next time, see you later and have a great day.